this DC Marvel rivalries story because this is a wild one.
Yeah, the Russo brothers are going into the well, gonna do a docuseries that's the big, and this is not just Marvel DC in the movies. This is like in comics and everything. Quibbly is doing, is it Quibbly?
Quibi.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I keep saying
so
Quibbly.
it stands for Quibi. For anybody who doesn't know, Quibi is Quick Bites.
Right.
Quibi.
Right.
And this is a platform that's going to have 8-minute or less content on it that massive creators and stars are coming to.
It's huge.
Every
Is this the
they
Tom
have
Cruise, Les Grossman thing is going to be on Quibi, right? The short form series of him as the agent from Tropic Thunder. I'm pretty sure
Is
that's
that
on.
happening?
I think it's on Quibi.
Holy
They
crap.
keep doing things like that, so that sounds probably like that exactly what it is. But this is every day I wake up to like massive people on Quibi, a platform that I know nothing about. That again, going to my grandmother and my sister, they definitely never heard of. That we talk about this every day, and you don't know whether it's Quibi or Quibbly.
Exactly.
Because what the hell is this?
I just know they have a lot of money that they're throwing at people because I've been hearing slowly but surely these projects coming that they're throwing this money like could get a lot of IP. Here's one of the big ones now.
And this is when I first saw this, I was like, Quibi's doing a Marvel versus DC characters thing. What? How did they get the rights to that? But that's not what it is. It's a docuseries.
Documentary. It's titled Slugfest, which tracks the decades-long feud between Marvel and DC Comics, and is inspired by Reed Tucker's book Slugfest: Inside the Epic 50-year battle between Marvel and DC.
So if this is a docuseries, we're going to be able to watch it 8 minutes at a time.
Probably. Yeah.
So is that going to take us months?
I don't know.
See
There's
what
no
happens,
release. It
or-
doesn't say anything about a release date, release windows, whatever it may be.
Drew, what do you want to see from this? What would be ideal for you?
I mean, I think Quibi is a really cool idea. I think it really is. I actually sat down with someone, a writer, talking to me about a series that he's writing for Quibi, and it's just an interesting, more palatable, digestible way for us to tell these longer stories in very short increments. And I think that this is awesome. I love this. I want to get like a Steve Jobs feel type behind this show and see the battle, because the battle's been so heavily in the favor of both of them in certain periods, right? Like it felt like DC really had it for a really long time, and now it's just the age of Marvel. So to see these guys that tell stories so beautifully, it'll be interesting to see them tell their own story because we haven't seen it in so long. They've just been wrapped up in the MCU. I think they're great storytellers, though, and I think that this could be pretty awesome. And if it's just 8 minutes at a time, those scenes, every scene is going to be like Spielberg level making Jurassic Park, where there's not a second wasted ever. It's just always like nonstop, top of the line entertainment.
Does it change for you if this is a paywall service? I don't know if it is, but if it,
I can't remember if it is or
I
not.
just looked it up. It says it's $5 monthly with ads and $8 without ads.
Yeah, that's the same thing we were talking about before.
This won't get
you know?
me. This won't get
won't,
me.
yeah.
It'll get me if I can watch it for free. Because like I was waiting for you, like, what do you want to see? And it's like I would love to see the history of the comics, the sales. If Marvel came out and DC did something to counteract, I want to see the comics and the history of the comics. This though, it's like, okay, that's like $8 or $5, however much. Just add to the pile. What do we get? Like, the Les Grossman thing that might get me.
Right, stuff like that. I think I agree with you. If it's a quick docuseries, tell me the difference truly in what I'm going to learn and how enjoyable it's going to be between this and some YouTube creator who's been at it for years doing a really good 8-minute story of Marvel versus DC in a YouTube video that's free that pops up on my phone that I'll learn afterwards and be like, that was great. I don't know if I need to pay just because
I have to assume interviews. I think that's
Well,
what
yeah,
they
and
have
also
different
production
access to.
value, like millions and millions of dollars.
it'll definitely be better. There's no question.
Production value for sure, but I don't know if I care as much about that as a consumer when I'm trying to figure out what it is. But if they've got interviews with some of the most massive creators that you haven't heard from,
Yeah.
I think that that's pretty interesting.
yeah.
I honestly feel like they might have my money because I look at this as, and I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it for what it is, as bathroom content. Like I look at this as these quick bites that I'm walking to my car, I watch one video. I'm sitting and I'm peeing, I'm watching one video. I'm going from here at our 4-minute break, I'm watching one video. Like I look at this as such a great way to consume things because I am a millennial. I can't help the fact that I like short content. So I think that this might have me because of all the stars that are going there.
Yep.
Why wouldn't I want to watch 8 minutes of a Tom Cruise, whatever it is?
Right.
Like I think that the price point's a little too high, considering $8 is more expensive than Disney Plus.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is wild that that's what they picked, but I don't know. I might go for this.
If you get
and for the-
stars, it'll work. I agree. If
Yeah.
there's enough star power. I mean, even that variety, it's like actor on actor series that's out right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, last night I turned on Brad Pitt and Adam Sandler talking. And,
That's so cool.
And for 45 minutes, I couldn't turn away because it was just like these guys talking to each other about like, I like what you do and tell me about this. And I work with this director. And it was 97 and I was in this movie, Anthony Hopkins. It was like, this is so fascinating. If you get people of that level and you make me an 8-minute piece of content, I'll watch it. Right. Like, truth be told.
But you won't know if you can watch it unless you pay for it.
True.
Right.
So they have to do probably a month or maybe even 2 months for free for people, and then they might hook them.
And I wonder if they're going to go into Marvel versus DC in the films. Like, because this sounds like it's more comics.
Yeah, I think
and
that
I love that. I want that, but wouldn't it be interesting to see? Wouldn't it be great, like a Brad Pitt, Adam Sandler, but it's like, I don't know, Chris Evans and Jason Momoa talking about like Marvel, DC.
Totally.
I feel that, but I wonder if the Russo brothers are the right people to make that movie.
Right, because you're automatically going to get, it's going to be like
Marvel.
geared to
Biased
Marvel,
towards, yeah.
biased.
We're
and
already going to get that going back with the comics.
I'm sure it's already happening now, and we just haven't seen it.
Well, how do you feel about Martin Scorsese doing a Marvel vs. DC docu-series?
Take my money right now.
That would be unreal.
That would be-
I think you're halfway kidding, but I also would like lose it because he's so good at that
Francis
stuff.
Ford Coppola appears 3 times.
And even,
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
what was his
You know what? I mean, I think for people to shut up about this whole thing, this Martin Scorsese Marvel thing, if he said, you know what, I'm going to dig in then. I'm going to find out how much if I will like Marvel, if I will like these comic book movies, I'm going to do a documentary about all of this. I think people would lose their mind.
What if it was a contest? I'm going to direct for either Marvel or DC, so I'm going to do a docu-series to find out which one I like more. Wow.
Talk about must-see TV.